This committee will come to order. Will the clerk please take attendance?
Chair Outman.
Here.
Representatives Alexander.
Here.
Kara.
Here.
Brock.
Present.
Kunse.
Here.
Nair.
Yeah, here.
Preston. Bonak.
Here.
Frisbee.
Here.
Wertz. Here. Hersberg.
Here.
Hope. Here. Colazar.
Here.
Andrews.
Here.
Grant. Here. Miller. Here. Wilson.
Here.
Mr. Chair, you have 16 members present. You do have a quorum.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We're going to go to East just for a second, folks. This meeting will come back to order. Vice Chair Alexander moves to adopt the minutes of the September 9 meeting. There being no objection, the minutes are adopted. Okay, first up are going to be a couple of votes on some bills we heard the last time. Representative Kunse moves to make a motion to adopt substitute H1 for House Bill 4809. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Chair Outman.
Yes.
Representatives Alexander.
Yes.
Kara.
No.
Brock.
Yay.
Kunze.
Aye.
Nair.
Yes.
Preston.
Yes.
Bonak.
Yes.
Frisbee.
Yes.
Wertz.
No.
Hersberg.
Yes.
Hope.
Pass.
Colazar.
Yes.
Andrews.
Yes.
Grant.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, you have 14 yeas, 2 nays, and 1 pass. The substitute is adopted.
House Bill 4809 is reported as the H1 substitute. Oh, excuse.
We have to now, so the sub is adopted.
Oh. Oh, my apologies. My apologies. Representative Kunse moves to report House Bill 4809 as substitute H1 with recommendation. Will the clerk please call the roll? Wow. Sorry about this, folks. Representative Kunse moves to report House Bill 4809 as substitute H1 with a recommendation to be referred to the Committee on Rules. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Chair Outman.
Yes.
Representatives Alexander.
Yes.
Kara.
No.
Bruck.
Pass.
Kunze.
Yes.
Nyer.
Yes.
Preston.
Yes.
Bonak.
Yes.
Frisbee.
Yes.
Wertz.
Pass.
Hersberg.
Yes.
Hope.
Pass.
Colazar.
Yes.
Andrews.
Yes.
Grant.
Yes.
Miller.
Pass.
Wilson.
Pass.
Mr. Chair, you have 11 yeas, 1 nay, 5 pass. The motion prevails.
House Bill 4809 is reported with recommendation as substitute H1 to the Committee on Rules. Next up, Representative Nyer makes a motion to adopt the substitute H1 for House Bill 4834. Will the clerk please call the roll?
To adopt substitute H1 to House Bill 4834, Chair Outman.
Yes.
Representatives Alexander.
Yes.
Kara.
No.
Bruck.
Yay.
Kunze.
Yes.
Nyer.
Yes.
Preston.
Yes.
Bonak.
Yes.
Frisbee.
Yes.
Wertz.
Yes.
Hersberg.
Yes.
Hope.
Yes.
Colazar.
Yes.
Andrews.
Yes.
Grant.
Yes.
Miller.
Pass.
Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, you
Okay.
have 15 yeas, 1 nay, 1 pass. The substitute is adopted.
Representative Nyer moves to report House Bill 4834 as substitute H1 with a recommendation it be referred to the Committee on Rules. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Chair Outman.
Yes.
Representatives Alexander.
Pass.
Kara.
No.
Bruck.
Pass.
Kunze.
Yes.
Nyer.
Yes.
Preston.
Yes.
Bonak.
Yes.
Frisbee.
Yes.
Wertz.
Yes.
Hersberg.
Yes.
Hope.
Yes.
Colazar.
Yes.
Andrews.
Yes.
Grant.
Yes.
Miller.
Pass.
Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, you have 13 yeas, 1 nay, 3 pass. The motion prevails.
That was to adopt the H1.
That was to report House Bill 4834 as substitute H1 with the recommendation that the bill be referred to the Committee on Rules.
So now we are
So now we're going to
4835. So House Bill 4835 is reported with recommendation to the Committee on Rules.
sorry.
Okay. Representative Nyer moves to report House Bill 4835 with a recommendation it be referred to the Committee on Rules. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Chair Outman.
Yes.
Representatives Alexander.
Pass.
Kara.
No.
Bruck.
Pass.
Kunze.
Yes.
Nyer.
Yes.
Preston.
Yes.
Bonak.
Yes.
Frisbee.
Yes.
Wertz.
Yes.
Hersberg,
Yes.
Hope,
Yes.
Colazar,
Yes.
Andrews.
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Miller,
Pass.
Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, you have 13 yeas, 1 nay, 3 pass. House Bill 4835 is reported with the recommendation that the bill be referred to the Committee on Rules.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Well, now that we got that voting out of the way, we are going to be taking up testimony on Representative Kunse bills. Representative, please make your way to the table and begin whenever you are ready, sir. And I believe you're bringing up Ed Noyola with the county. Please do.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. It's nice to see a full house. So, Mr. Wilson, I do have ties if you ever need one. House Bill 4845 just raises the limit. What we're trying to do is adjust for maintenance costs. And when we look at our analysis, we talk about maintenance or routine maintenance, preventive maintenance, preservation. So it's almost hard to believe, but now $100,000, we can barely get a culvert changed. So all we want to do is allow county road associations, county road agencies, thank you, to do more of their own maintenance. Now, they don't have to. We're just trying to give them the flexibility. So we're going to simply raise the cap from a $100,000 project to $350,000. But to make sure that we're not farming out, like there's not a county trying to get in the construction business, we put a cap on it, 1.35 million. So they could do 4 projects up to that. So we didn't want, Ingham County working in Jackson County. That's not the intent of this. We're trying to use the county association to keep their people busy all summer. So, Mr. Noyola, is it?
Thank you, yes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and the members of the committee. We are looking at this as an efficiency bill. Is there a way to be more efficient with the dollars that we're being provided? This is one of those efficiency issues that we've had for quite some time. We've been trying to work this out. We think we've got an agreement. We're very positive that we've got an agreement here that would allow agencies with the manpower, the expertise, and the equipment to do certain types of preservation or maintenance work type work on our roads and bridges. This category of work are considered short-term fixes, probably less than 5 years. That includes thin overlays under 1.5 inches, chip sealing, crack sealing, those type of small items that we can handle. And this also helps in retaining our workforce. During the summer, our plow guys if we don't have something for them to do, we could lose them to other businesses or other states. We don't want to do that. So this gives us an opportunity to keep our guys busy and keep them working during the summertime and ready for winter snow plowing when that should come about. So we're excited about that opportunity to try to take care of this. This has not been changed since it was after it was amended one time. It went from 20,000 to 100,000 in 1982-83, and has not been changed for inflation or any other cost of materials that have happened over the decades. So this is long overdue, and we hope you support the legislation, and I'll answer any questions.
Thank you both. Members, do we have questions for Representative Kunse and Ed? Representative Brock.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Representative Kunse and Mr. Noyola for being here today. Question on, so the competitive bidding, just to help me understand this a little bit. So what does it cost essentially, or how much is it taken away by doing the competitive bidding? Is it 3 competitive bids that a county would have to put out?
If you look at the math, yeah, you could probably do 4 projects, but if you keep them under 350, you could probably do a few more for sure. If you want to do a chip seal, what you don't want to do is do a mile of chip seal, skip a mile, do another mile of chip seal to try to avoid the $100,000.
I meant currently.
Oh, currently?
Currently. So what does it cost? What's those cost implications for doing
I
that?
don't know. I don't know as if there is a minimum. I mean, they'll put it out to competitive bid, but they don't have to get 3 bids. If a county road commission gets a bid, they can choose to take it. Just one single bid. They don't have to have multiple.
We also still have to prove that it's in the best interest of the community to do non-competitive bidding. We do analysis for that prior to deciding whether we should be doing the work or should we go competitive bidding. That's part of the language that's already exists in the statute right now.
Yeah, so for instance, if there's a project at under $100,000 currently, the county can put it out to bid, but if the county can do it cheaper or more efficiently, they don't have to take that bid.
Right.
Exactly correct.
That
Right.
stays the same, but this just allows them at a higher number before they have to put out the bid.
Right. And our road agencies have the ability to set their own policy limits if they choose. They can reduce it less than that if they choose. And many of them have, because they don't all have that capability to do chip seal, to do crack sealing. They farm that out to the private industries. So it just depends on what is the capability and the equipment that the road commission may have on site that can do this type of work for them at a better cost and a more efficiency cost and at a benefit to the community to save money to keep doing more and more work within their jurisdiction.
I guess to play a little devil's advocate on this, but what if, without doing the competitive bidding, then what is that you said there is a process there that ensures that the county is doing it to the best interest of the community, but without competitive bidding, without getting a cost back stating it would cost $150,000 when it's going to cost the citizens $200 for the county to do it, for instance.
Two steps. They're gonna do a pre-bid. They're gonna do an analysis. And the county road commission will come in and say, we can do this because we have staffing, we need to keep them busy, we have the equipment to do this, we have the facilities, we can do this less expensive than putting it out to bid. They have to do that analysis before they even put it out. And if it doesn't justify doing it in-house, then they're prohibited from doing it.
Okay, roger that. And with the $350,000 cap, they would still have to do this under that cap, the same they do under $100,000 currently.
One project cannot exceed $350,000.
Right.
Okay.
But yes, they still do the analysis.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Ref Cara.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Would the in-house analysis be done even if it doesn't go to a competitive bid? Is it done in all circumstances?
According to the law, yes. All of them have to be done prior to that choice.
Right.
And
then-
that they have engineers or engineering firms that will do an estimate of what it's going to cost, and then that's kind of the trigger to should we go out for bid.
Right. And then how much time and effort goes into the competitive bid seeking process?
Right now, it's pretty standard. They've done so much work and different types of work that they have a good idea what the cost is going to be and how many what the technicalities are for the references or for the bids. So they have a pre-package already probably for culverts, for asphalt overlays, for chip sealing per mile or half mile, whatever the case may be. So they have that pretty much at the ready whenever they really need to figure out what's this going to cost us and what can we do? Can we do it cheaper?
Well, I'm just asking about the time and effort to put out the competitive bid. How long does it get to get the responses back from the people who put in the bid, and how much effort goes into seeking that bid application?
Actually, I think that would vary depending on the type of work that you're asking for
Okay.
proposals.
And again, they're looking forward. So we're coming into the end of construction season now. So in November, December, January is when they're going to be bidding out for next year. They're going to try and line these projects up, especially big projects. If a culvert fails, then you can't plan on that. But yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Representative Wertz.
Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to understand the language in the subsection B, I guess it is, where it says that
What page?
B page 4. This subdivision, line 11, this subdivision does not apply to a city or village with a population of more than 500,000. Can you explain to me why that is?
There was a request from, I'm trying to think of who made that request, but they wanted to make sure that those larger urban areas that have more capability can bypass or not have to follow this rule, this cap. They've been doing it, they've been working under those conditions for a very, very long time, and they want to continue with that without that restriction.
And frankly, they're not following the 100,000 cap now.
Well, and I guess that's my secondary question. Why do we need a cap? Why can't the counties decide what's best and if they can supply this in-house or if they need to get bids?
I think that's a good faith effort that we are not going to be excessive or take advantage of these thresholds. I think they needed to feel a little more comfortable. The road building industry wanted to feel a little bit more comfortable about this. And if we could put an annual cap on it, then that way they could rest assured that we are not going to be excessive in using this ability for this $350,000. That's the reason for the cap. And I agree with that.
Our fear would be that Hillsdale County gets in the construction business. Well, now the taxpayers are paying for that equipment, and now Hillsdale goes over to the neighboring county, and they can do it cheaper than someone in the free market. So,
But
we're-
a local county can't do construction business, right? A local county road department can only do county road projects, correct?
That's correct, but they also have the flexibility if a municipality within their jurisdiction wants them to do something, they can ask. They don't have to do anything for them, but they can ask. Now, that's happened very frequent, not very often, but it is an option for a city or a village to ask a road commission to do some type of work on their behalf, and they would pay them whatever their going rate is. We're not trying to compete with the private sector. We're just trying to be able to do what we do well. And we do well, we do chip sealing, we do crack sealing, we do thin overlays. Those are the things that we're really dang good at doing. And that's what we would like to continue doing. It's just that $100,000 threshold is not realistic anymore. It has not been adjusted for inflation, and it hasn't been adjusted since 82, 83.
Okay, thank you.
And just on that note, Ed, and you might have touched on this in your testimony, so I apologize if this is a little redundant, but in today's standards, what does $100,000 get you?
You could probably replace a very small culvert. You could do less than a quarter of a mile of chip sealing, or maybe a quarter of a mile of chip sealing, which is you lay the liquid asphalt down and then you spread the small stone on top of it. And that's why you'll see the drive slow because of loose stones. That's what chip sealing is, and that's allowed as traffic continues to drive over those stones. It embeds the stones into the liquid asphalt to preserve the life of the pavement or extend the life of the pavement by at least a couple, 3 or 4 or 5 years, depending on the traffic it has to endure.
Sure. And I will say that my county road agency has really got the chip sealing down to a science. It's applied much better now. I don't see as many loose stones. They've really done a great job with that preventative maintenance. Now, increasing this threshold to $350,000, what is that going to get you? Talk about some of the projects.
That's going to keep us from doing what I originally stated, where we're trying to work within the $100,000 threshold, but it makes it almost impossible for us to do any length of a corridor. If we're talking 3 miles of chip sealing, is that $100,000 really going to let us do that 3 miles, or do we have to do what we call leapfrogging, do a mile,
like a
skip,
piecemeal
and then
approach.
do a mile, and then
Sure.
next year come back and do the mile that you skipped.
Yep.
We don't want to do that anymore. We would like to be upfront with the industry and show them that we are good stewards of the road, but we also want to keep our people busy and do the public's work with the public's money.
Sure. That sounds reasonable. Members, do we have any other questions for Representative and Ed while they're up here? Well, seeing none, thank you both for your testimony. I do have one card to read in. Not wishing to speak, neutral on the bill with some concerns, Monica Ackerson from the Michigan Road Preservation Association. No absent members, correct? Okay, will there be no further business before the committee? The committee stands adjourned.